Hello. Hello, everyone. My mic was muted. Sorry. We are live. We are live. We are live. We are live. Live, live, live. Hello, everyone. I am still waiting for Soret to come on. I am still a little bit under the weather, but I called it. So we'll try not to be too long today, but the show must go on. How is everyone doing? How are you guys doing? We are live. So today is Small Business Sundays, and we wanted to feature Zion Bless LLC. And I wanted to feature them today because they've been painting and making changes to people's homes in the Northern Virginia area. And we wanted to give them a shout out and also to share with anyone who is interested in their services, to reach out to them. And they also travel, and of course you would have to assist, especially if you're not in the Northern Virginia area. But it's a pretty cool business. Okay, so Saret just texted me. She said she'll be in 5 minutes late. Guys, y'all want to know something? The reason why she's going to be in 5 minutes late, because Zion Bless LLC is a family business of hers. So it's her husband and her son who are, I guess, the owners of that business. And so, because, they're the owners of that business, so, Zion and stuff. That's my boo. The husband, he pretty much controls every single thing as far as the manual labor and the scheduling and so forth. And then Saret assists him with those things. And Saret likes to stay in the background. Case in point in what we're doing. So Saret likes to stay in the background, trying to manage the internal side of the business, and she doesn't like to put herself out there. And so I mentioned to her today, because I was going to talk about more HR stuff, because I am finding that a lot of people are still having problems. And so but before I continue with that, so I mentioned to her, I was like, hey, Sarah, I threw a monkey wrench in her plans because she thought she was just going to be in the background. So I said, hey, Sarah, oh, do you guys like my eyes? I try to do a little something just to feature, our background with the painting and, remodeling type, atmosphere. So I kind of remodeled myself. So you guys probably can't really tell if I'm sick and stuff, because I try to get all dolled up and you know so yes, so I threw a monkey wrench in her plans because she thought she was just going to be in the background. So I said, hey, Saret, so how about you feature Zion Bless LLC and stuff, because you have that business, and I think we mentioned it in one of our first episodes on Sundays, where we feature small businesses. And so I felt like, we didn't do it any justice. And so I wanted her to come and feature it. And of course, she tried to throw it back at me. But guess what? I mean, I try to, manage a lot of things. But if I'm HR, yes, but I know where my place is. And so if, I don't know anything about what goes on in the business aspect of, what they're doing. So I told her, hey, So how about you come and feature Zion Bless LLC? And oh my goodness, she was sweating bullets. Hey, Evelyn. Thank you for stopping by. Tell Sorette stop trying to procrastinate. Tell her to come on because she think she about to, run away from this thing. But she gonna come on this stage and tell us about her business. And so going back to the HR stuff and why I wanted to feature Zion Bless LLC, because a lot of us we like to do things on our own, right? And then sometimes when we do things on our own, we start to mess things up. And so in messing things up, here comes the HR aspect of it. Pretty much what I get with some of my customers. A lot of my customers, I say a lot of my customers, because they're trying to save money and but they're frustrated and they're having a hard time with coming on. Oh, she's in the backstage, guys. Let's bring her on and then we'll continue our story. Hey, Sorette.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'm tardy for the party, but I'm here.
Ooh, I see you got colors too.
Yes. And we didn't even
Okay.
plan it.
No, we definitely didn't. We definitely didn't. Okay, hold on for a second. Let me try to finish telling them about why I wanted to feature Zion Bless LLC. And so in HR, a lot of my customers, they would try to, apply for the jobs by themselves. And they try to do a lot of the things by themselves, but then they don't know how the system works. They don't know what they need to do. And a lot of times, if you're unsure of something, you're hesitant, and then you make a lot of mistakes. And so a lot of my clients, what I found that a lot of them, they try to do it themselves. And then once they do it themselves and stuff, they turn around, having to call me. And oftentimes they'll go to find the cheapest person to help them, the cheapest coach, the cheapest HR consultant to help them with applying for a job. And then once they think they hired the cheapest, most affordable person, now the person helps them with their resume, but they take so long with helping them with their resume or finding a job that they end up, by the time they come to me, they barely have a minute or a day, because vacancy announcements, if you know anything about them, they have an open and close dates. So by the time they reach out to me, it's always, I barely have any time. And so in trying to get an expedited service, of course, just like Express and all these different things, if you're trying to get expedited service or you're trying to get somebody to stop everything that they're doing, you have to pay more. So a lot of them trying to save money because they didn't want to, they didn't want to respect my prices and stuff. They go the cheapest route. Now, once they get the service that was the most affordable to them, come to find out, it was never, anything that was worth paying for. So they pay for that, and then they still have to come to me and pay me, to help them. And then, finally they actually get the results that they wanted. So I wanted to feature Zion Bless LLC because, I like to do things by myself. I like to paint. I like to get my hands dirty. I like to do things because I'm trying to save a few bucks. But at the same time, if I don't know what I'm doing and stuff, depending on, what it is, I rather call the experts. And so today we're bringing on the experts. We're bringing on the expert. She's representing Zion Bless LLC. Okay, I will close my mouth. Let her talk. Go ahead, Sorette. Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Can
Oh,
you hear me
yes,
now?
you were telling a
Okay.
story on mute.
I know. Yes, thank you for that wonderful intro. Well, I appreciate that. And I know Marcus appreciates that as well. He definitely works hard on his business, and we do face the challenges where people, we go out and we give a quote and they're thinking, oh, that's a little bit much. I'll do it, or I'll find somebody else to do it. And then guess what? Couple weeks after that, they'll call him and they say, "Man, we brought in somebody else. They did the job, but they did a horrible job. So please, can you come back and do it?" So that means they're spending more than what they even wanted to spend with us. So if you want the job done the first time, stop cutting corners. You get what you pay for. So yes.
Oh,
So
hold
uh-huh.
on, hold on. Can I tell a story? Yo, so when when my husband and I we first bought the house that we're in right now, we wanted to paint and stuff because you know how the builder grade and stuff paint that they do. They give you the what is it? The eggshell? No, it's even eggshell. I don't know
Yes,
the
yes,
cheap.
yes, yes. Uh-huh.
Is it
Eggshell.
eggshell? No,
That's the
flat,
color.
flat,
Uh-huh.
flat. It's flat.
Flat. So eggshell
Yes.
is one up where you can wipe it off and yeah.
Yeah. The flat one. Yes. So
Mhm.
that's what the builders do. So the builder, painted the flat thing. And so I told my husband, I was like, man, we need to get the house painted because, with the flat, anytime the walls get dirty, you just rub yourself by it and stuff, it's gonna get messed up. It was smudged all over. So eventually he gave in and stuff. And then he was like, oh man. So now how much is it? So we called in for quotes. Girl, we got quotes like you said. In fact,
Mhm.
we got a quote. The first quote that we got it from someone that was helping us move everything in because through the military, they hire contractors and stuff. So we saw
Right.
somebody, I guess they do that on the side. That's their little hustle. So we spoke to him. I was like, yeah, I want to paint and stuff. And then he said, sure, I can do it. I was like, okay. I was like, well, can you come look at everything? So he gave me a price and stuff. I think at first he told me it's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, and I told him I wanted everything painted. So he was like, okay, sure, I can do it. So he told me $700. I was like, oh shoot, 700? That's 2, 3 houses. Okay, let's do it. Especially I got my paint, I got colors of choices and stuff of my choice. So now we get the man to come in to paint. Surrette.
Mhm.
This man took and I wanted the boys' bathroom and stuff. Nolly wasn't born yet. The boys' bathroom, I wanted it orange because I wanted it to be bright and stuff, and so he can wake up in the morning and be in good environment, good mood.
Yeah,
So I
fun.
painted. Yes. So I purchased a nice orange paint, and then the ceiling was going to be white. So, and I didn't want the flat paint for the ceiling because I wanted it, when it get wet and stuff, and then the moisture, mold, and whatnot. So I wanted
Mhm.
to get that done too. So I bring this man on and stuff, and and this is a small room. The boys' bathroom is a small room. So I was like, okay, let's try with the small room. So now I
Right.
have him do the boys' bathroom. This man take my 5 gallon of orange paint and stuff. Now I didn't know I bought too much
5
paint.
gallons.
He Yes, exactly. He take my 5 gallon of paint and stuff, and then he start mixing it up. And then I'm like, hold up, why is it not even looking, deep and rich? So now he's just painting it all light. So now I'm seeing it, and like you try to be, I'm trying to be, calm and not be rude. So I tell my husband, I'm like, hey, can you tell him? Can you put some paint on the wall? Like we have enough. He could put some paint. So he says, my husband, well, let's wait, let's see what he's doing and stuff, because the guy said he know what he's doing. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm watching this man, and then now it's time for him to do ceiling. So now he just left it the same way, and when he's passing through and stuff, it's like you can see like different patches and stuff of the paint. I'm like, yo, it's a deep orange. Can you please repaint it? So now I had to intervene. So now I'm telling him, please repaint it. So this man, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna finish it, and then tomorrow I'm gonna start in the other bathroom. And I'm like, hold up, we ain't starting in another bathroom. So I wasn't home, but I told him, but he, I didn't discuss it with my husband. So he started in the other bathroom. So now with another color, a light blue. So now I
Mhm.
tell the man, what are you doing? I thought who was going to finish the bathroom because the bathroom is not done. He says, yes, it is. I'm like, okay, let's go see. So now I tell him, no, I want it repainted again, please. Please put it deeper. So now he takes the blue paint brush, takes it, put it in the orange one, and stuff, and then put it all over the wall. Now he messed up the whole 5 gallon and stuff. I ended up having to fire that guy. So, trying to save some money,
Wow.
but instead having to hire somebody else, and they charge me because now they charge for the whole house and stuff. They charge
Right.
me double the amount. Plus, I had to go buy more paint. So, yes, crazy story. Go ahead.
So were you pleased with the second contractor?
I mean, I had to be pleased because I paid a lot of money for it. And plus, he actually listened because I already told him I give bad reviews and stuff. So please make sure you do it correctly. No, he did eventually do it correctly, but then, as he continued working, he saw that the work was more than, because the ceilings are much higher and stuff. So he's like, well, I have to go all the way. So now he started changing up the prices. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, you know what? Okay, let's calm down a little bit. Let's just do this big room, and then I'll try to find a way to do another big room. So yeah, I was satisfied, but I had to make some changes with my plan because I wanted to be, frugal with my plan and not hiring experts in the beginning.
Right. So hiring experts is the right way to go. It's a great idea because you can tell them what you want and you can make sure that you get what you ask for. And with experts, you can tell them if you're not satisfied with something, then they can go back and make sure that the client or the customer is happy with the job. So that's one thing that Zion Bless LLC, we thrive on, is making sure that we get the job done correctly. The clients or customers are happy, and we get returning people. We get returning customers that want us to do different, parts of their homes, or they recommend us to other people. They send out good referrals. So that's how it works. So Zion Bless LLC, Marcus has it's my husband. He has a background in painting, commercial painting, shipyard painting, industrial painting. So that's something that he's
How long has
passionate
he been doing
about.
that?
For years, a long time, maybe in his early 20s, working in the shipyard, working with friends, just
And
doing
now with
jobs.
the shipyards, that's
Hmm.
like federal contractors. So it's
Yes.
like they know, what they're doing. They know how to work with bulk, and they know how to get the job done. Because what was it, with the Navy or with the Army? Which one was he working
It
for?
was with the well, he did work for naval shipyards,
Okay.
contractors who work with the government. So different types for the shipyard
Okay.
mainly.
Okay.
For the
Okay.
Navy, yes. So he worked in different locations, had different positions in different shipyards. So they go through training and they practice OSHA safety and everything that he needs to know with the paints that he's dealing with the applications, brush and roll, spray. He does and has learned all of those techniques. So we wanted to start a business, especially after having our son Zion, who is now 3. We wanted to leave a legacy behind. We wanted to have something where, that his dad knew about it. He can teach him and pass it on to next generations. So we came up with Zion Bless LLC, which is a painting contracting company. So he does paint work. So indoor, he'll paint your walls. He can do accent walls if you don't need your whole room or your whole house painted. He had a lot of practice with that in our homes, right? With the accent walls, changing
I
it
see
up.
the background right there. Did he do that?
Oh, yes, he did. Maybe one day. I see. I didn't prep to show the whole room, but so he did do the painting in this room for Zion. So one day I'll give you guys a tour and show you his paintwork. So now, just a joke. Every time we go somewhere, he's looking at the paintwork. Anywhere, doctor's offices, somebody else's house. He's like, man, I can do this. They could have called me. And he's looking at the lines and how sharp they are, if there's any issues with the paintwork. And I'm like, can you just put the hat off for 1 second? So no, we live and breathe painting. Oh my goodness.
Mhm,
So he's
mhm.
passionate about what he does. So we are based out of Northern Virginia area. However, if the price is right, we'll travel. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
so painting is his passion. He does it in his sleep. So that's one thing about business too. You have to be good and enjoy what you do to have a successful business. So,
Mm-hmm.
he's learning new things every single day. The last job he did was actually he had a family that wanted some wicker furniture, like
Mm.
it was painted white, but it was old because they purchased it from a garage sale or something. So they wanted it brand new to look new. And I said, well, you never done this before. And I didn't even say it out loud really because I don't want to give him any negative thoughts that it can't be done. So if Marcus takes
Mm.
a job, that means he knows that he's going to do it 100%, you know. So I'm like, okay, that's something I would say, he's adding to his repertoire, his resume, his portfolio. So I was really
Okay.
excited about that. And he did a very good job. And they actually called him recently to do some more furniture. So that's exciting.
Okay. Because I think the wicker furniture that you mentioned, I just posted something on Sister to Sisters, a reel where I put the wicker furniture. Okay, so yeah, I can see it. I see the wicker
Oh.
furniture. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking at the comments now. Yes, experts are verified and value their craft. Yes, they do. And he is licensed and bond. Did so any issues, anything that may happen with the property or furniture or the work in the homes, it's licensed and bonded. And we're professionals, so we don't take anything. Wonderful legacy. Thank you, Kim. Yes, it is. And do y'all paint barns? So he paints all types of different barns, homes, buildings. He actually paints and sprays outside brick walls. So he did a home where he did a whole house, and it was like the first time he did a whole house, and I was kind of
Oh
worried. It
wow.
was a little stressful on him because he's really a perfectionist and he wants to get everything right. And when he completed it, that was the biggest stress off of his, shoulders. And now he does homes all
Mm-hmm.
the time. So yes, we do paint barns. If you got one and you want us to travel, just let us know. We'll do it for you, Sharita. Yep, nice addition to the
Okay.
business. Yeah, definitely. So he's always getting different jobs. He's on Angie's List. There's some
Yeah, I
other
saw that.
websites that
Mhm.
he
Home
connected to.
advisor. You know
Home
what?
advisor, yes.
That's what. Yeah. So, oh my goodness, I have story for days. It's like, y'all, I'm not trying to, steal your shine, but I was trying to get some work done, by our parents and stuff, and you kind of know the story and stuff.
Ah,
So now I went on Yelp and stuff to get some people to give me a quote. At first it was just, to just look at some water damage in the shower and in the floor. And so I called these guys and, they appear to work for the city, and I didn't want to ask them for, their license in
mhm.
doing that because they said they do plumbing for the city and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I do plumbing for the city, then you should know what you're doing. But never did I put two and two together to realize, okay, yes, plumbing for the city, but it's not kind of like contracting work and stuff where you breaking down stuff and fixing stuff. If it's plumbing, it's probably just the pipes and like concentrated areas and stuff, not a
Mhm.
big area. So I thought it was gonna be simple. So the guy told me, yeah, that's too easy. I can get that done. This man, he started with the work. I'm like, okay, so since these people, they're experts and then there was other stuff that I wanted to get done. So he said, yeah, just send me the half of the money for the materials and stuff, and then I'll send you the floors that you wanted to get replaced, and
Mhm.
then did you want another baseboard for the shower and what? And I'm like, well, you know what, since I'm doing, around the shower walls, maybe let's change up the baseboard. What's the price and whatnot? So I pay this man the money, and still today I'm trying to get my money back from the man and stuff. So I
Really?
paid him about $2,500 and stuff, and because I kept threatening him and calling everybody on him, he only was able to refund me back $1,000, but he had stories for days. Come to find out, he charged somebody else, or he gypped somebody else, or duped somebody else out of $30K. And I guess the person bought a 2-family home, and then they wanted one of the floors renovated and stuff.
Mhm.
So he broke down every single thing and stuff in the home, and then left wires all over the place, and then told her, $30,000 is not enough money. So yes, so having a contractor that is licensed and bond and stuff, that's very important. Now, if you're not licensed and bond and stuff, don't even know. I don't care how much, how cheap it is. I am not
Right.
coming, allowing you to damage my home. So go ahead.
Yeah, because that's security. People do things and you don't know who you're choosing to do your home, your project, until they start working. Like they can be
Yeah.
talking about it and saying all this and that on their websites, but they're really not it. They don't know what they're doing. They're not experienced and they're not truthful. They're liars
Mhm.
and they're thieves. So yeah, we got to watch out for those type of people.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't always have 100%, great clients. Sometimes we're not great clients and customers. We can be over ahead of ourselves. But he definitely deals with it with a grain of salt, and he knows that at the end of the job, the person's gonna be happy no matter what. So sometimes he may have to suck it up and get the tongue lashing or the extraness of people sometimes, but it is what it is. It comes with the territory.
Yeah,
Yep.
and plus some, and I understand, because if you paying for something, me as a customer, if I'm paying something, I want to kind of, tell you, okay, well, I like this color, or I like that color, and this and that. And then as you're doing it, just be careful and stuff. So, I get it, but then,
Mhm.
but I guess because these people or these customers have dealt with people who are not professional, who are not
Right.
licensed, who are not bond, for their job, or not bonded, and so their business is not bonded. So it's like they're afraid of,
Mhm.
what's going to happen. So now they make it difficult for the people who
Yes,
are coming in, who knows
yes,
what they're doing.
right. So, for example, with that is that he did a house last year with a guy, and the guy was giving him a hard time. He was saying, I need this. I don't know if you're gonna do it right, and was just like hovering, in back of him and just watching every single thing. So now this year, recently, like a couple of days ago, he went back out to the house. The guy called him to do something, and he was like, you know what, man, I apologize for the way I treated you last time. You were a good dude, and it was just me. I was going through some things, and I was giving you a hard time. And this guy was the military, he's background and everything. So he's like, and they started talking, and he was there in the guy's house for like 2 to 3 hours, just talking about different things, about jobs, about
Wow.
leisure activities, what kind of other businesses he's getting into. And he's just like, I'm sorry, but because Marcus, the last time he went to him, he was polite, he was still doing his job, he was still
I'm glad he didn't
professional,
bring you.
yeah, because okay, whatever.
Because you would have messed it up.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what's going on? Like, do we need to have a conversation? Do we need to revisit this contract? Like, do you want this job done? But
Mhm.
he doesn't bring me to a lot of these things. So
And I can see why.
sure, I'm in the background of this business, but it works, I guess. So yeah, just being professional and keeping strong to what you believe and your passion, and knowing that you can get this job done, being confident, in your job, in your services, at the end will definitely pay.
Yeah.
So okay. So
Okay.
the things that some of the things that Zion Bliss does, painting, power wash. So if
Mhm.
your floors, well, he can power wash anything, your home, the sidings, the concrete, some furniture that needs it, he can power wash. He has done wallpaper removal,
Oh wow.
sandblasting.
A lot
Hmm.
of people stay away from that because it takes so long. So Now with removing a wallpaper in a, let's see, okay, let's say a average room, because depending on where you are in the world, let's say
Mm-hmm.
10 by 12 room. How long, does that take for the wallpaper removal and stuff?
It depends too on a couple of factors, like how long was this wallpaper up?
Alright,
Was
okay,
the
yeah.
wallpaper application done right the first time? What did they
Mhm.
use to bond that wallpaper to that wall? So it all depends. Sometimes if it's somebody that did a great job and it's not too old and they use the right materials, then it can definitely be a quick job for him. If not, then it will be chipping away at the little pieces, getting the glue off
Okay.
afterwards. So yeah, it all depends, but that
You
can
probably got it.
definitely be a job.
And he patches up the walls and stuff, like if there's
Yes.
damages before he
hmm
paints.
Yes, he
Okay.
definitely does patchwork and wall repair. So
Okay.
before he does the application, he wants to make sure that that wall, that surface is nice and
Okay.
treated and smooth, because once he puts the application on, that determines
Mhm.
what the job looks like. You
Yeah,
know,
because you can
if
see a lot of, deficiencies and stuff
yes.
behind the paint. Yeah.
hmm
Yeah.
He also makes sure that if he needs to do some primer work, he will. Just like that guy that you spent 5 gallons of paint on your wall, and you saw it just he's playing with the paint, like not putting it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
It's spacious or the other color is coming through. He has to make sure he
Yeah.
primes, depending on the color that
Bleeds. Yeah.
the customer is asking for. Yes, to make sure
Mhm.
that his surface is nice and ready before he applies the paint. So
Okay.
other things he does, he finishes out, he helps finishes out build outs. So he does have some other contractors that he can partner up with to do the
Okay.
drywall. He has done the drywall, like basements, finished basements and stuff like that. He helps with that. Some garages, they want to finish up the close out the garage, seal it up. He'll do the drywall and put it on there and then paint it. So he does have Facebook, Instagram, not a working website yet, but definitely on the search engines, the job engines of Angie's List, Home Advisor. But definitely check out the reviews. The review speaks for itself. Even
Mhm.
me, I'm not surprised, but I'm really happy when those reviews comes in and he's not really saying a lot to the customers about, oh, I need a great review. They put what they believe and they put what they see. They put what they feel on in those reviews. And it
Mhm.
makes me feel good that he goes out and he puts 110% out on his work.
Okay.
So
In his craft. Okay.
definitely.
Okay. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So has Zion ever visited, the sites? How does Zion feel about, y'all putting his name and stuff, using his name and
I
stuff? So
don't
it's like,
know if
yo,
he has a feeling yet.
you guys definitely have to represent Zion, because y'all can't, be having no shady business on my Zazu's name.
Exactly. So he didn't even know we were using his name because he was a baby. But we stole that name right under him and we said we gonna make it. We're gonna make you famous, okay? But he
Exactly. Yeah.
doesn't know yet that his dad has a painting business. He does see his dad's truck. He does play with his dad's work phone all the time and loses it all
Oh
the
yeah,
time.
yeah. I'm always getting calls.
Yes, he calls, he goes on Instagram and checks the page out. So I guess once he gets older, a little bit older, his dad can teach him some paint work, some repair work, so he can get into the business to play with different paints and understand, what he does. But I know he loves his dad's work phone. And he calls it,
Oh,
where's your work phone, Dad? Where's your work phone? If somebody calls, he'll run to him with the work phone and say, here's your work phone.
what? So so does he call? Does he pick up the phones and stuff? Does he screen the calls?
Uh, no, he doesn't, thank God. But once in a while, if we're not around, he'll bring the phone with somebody on it. So about, hey, did you call me? And we're like, Marcus, Okay, he is answering these phones, and they're just laughing in the back, talking to Zion. But
Wow.
mm,
Okay. Okay.
it is very
Awesome.
hard to find good and honest painters. Yes, because I remember
Yeah.
when we moved in our home here, and you was with us helping us with this process. We had to go
Sure.
through so many different people, to paint the house. And because Marcus was away working, he couldn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's hard bargaining and finding the people that really can do the job. I think we lucked out a little bit because it's not too much down there, issues that we have with the paint work, but you know, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
no,
hard
no,
honest
it is
painters.
definitely difficult because I know again, with trying to help our parents, they had their porch that I wanted to kind of, weather proof it. And so I got
Uh-huh.
some outside paint. What was it? Exterior paint, outside paint.
Right.
Exterior paint that is like non-slip resistant and stuff, and I
Yeah.
wanted to put it on there. Now they have a little small porch, so now I was leaving, was it Lowe's or Home Depot? I was leaving them and I was like, man, you know what, I be doing too much. Let me see if I can get somebody to help, because Home Depot, they usually have people outside and stuff waiting to help you and stuff, and
Mhm.
it's hit or miss with these people. So now
Right.
while I was going to my car, I saw two guys, and then they saw me with, this time I didn't buy a 5 gallon because I knew it was a little small porch. And I was like, okay, I have the paint color. If I need more, I'll just go back and get more instead of, going overboard. So now I was working with the paint can with me and stuff. And then the guy was asking, hey, do you need help? And then I said, sure, I need help. So how much, do you charge? And stuff. And then he says, how big? So now I'm trying to figure out how big, because I'm not thinking about dimensions and whatnot. So then he assisted me, and then he was saying, okay, is it about the size of a parking spot? So since we
Mhm.
was in the parking lot, so I was like, okay, let me see. So now I'm looking at it. I was like, it may be a little bit smaller than that. And so the man told me, he was like, 700. I was like, 700 for what? And then he was like, yeah, 700. And I was like, nah, no, no, thank you. And then he was like, how much you want? How much you want? Now you bargaining with me? I'm like, can you do it? And please tell me, because I'm telling you, it's half than that, that amount and stuff. You're gonna tell me a whole 700, and all I need you to just put just one coat and stuff to put it on there. And yes, if there's more, if it's not covering, the full amount and stuff, because
Mhm.
maybe I underestimated the amount of the job, then once you
Right.
get there, you can tell me, and then we can work out a price. But off the bat, you tell me $700, and I'm telling you, it's barely half the size of a parking spot. So
Right.
yeah, so I saw, because I was a female. You know how these
Mhm.
people, they like to. I was a female and stuff,
Yes.
and so they was like, yeah, she don't know what she wants, she don't know what she needs and stuff. So finding good help, honest help, is very difficult. So again, I think Marcus having the business bonded, verified, and licensed, I think that's the best thing, that he can do, because it definitely removes him, or pushes him up, at the top level and stuff, where
Right.
it eliminates all the risks that people may be thinking that they're taking, because he's
Mhm.
verified, because he's licensed, because he's bonded. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Definitely. So yeah, that puts them on top of the list when uh homeowners are looking for painters or someone to do the job. So
Hmm.
yeah, that's
Yep.
excellent. You definitely gotta do that. But he is very proud of his job, his business, and I am too. And I have to be the wife to push him, um, tell him to keep posting on social media, doing different videos, which he's really good at it as well. But just putting the
Hmm.
word out. Wherever he goes, he has his cards. He speaks to people. Marcus will act shy, but when he meets someone, or in the streets, he's always building these
Who's
relationships with
shyer?
the older, huh? I
Who's
don't know.
shyer?
He is,
It's only
but
Marcus that's shy. You not
and
shy,
he's
but
not
you be
shy
acting,
about
you
his
be
business.
fronting.
Oh no, I can talk. If you ask me something, I will tell you. And I'm quiet, but I'm not shy. I guess I'll be the first one on the dance floor. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't. Yeah. So yes. Zion Bless LLC, guys. If you guys have some work that needs to be completed, paint work, power wash, dry drywall, what is it? Paper wall?
Repair, drywall
Yes.
repair.
hmm
Mhm.
No, what's the paper thing again? I forgot
Oh,
the term.
wallpaper.
Wallpaper removal, because I
Mhm.
know a lot of older homes have it.
Homes. Mhm.
So guys, get
Mhm.
into 2023 and take those wallpapers off those walls and let
Especially
Zion
the
bless.
older ones. Now there are some cute wallpapers, and you looking at them, you're like, "Ooh, okay." It doesn't even look like wallpapers. It looks like textured walls and stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah. There
yeah.
are some newer ones, new
Mhm.
designs, new looking
Mhm.
ones, 2023 ones that you can put different places, but not the whole house. But yeah,
Mhm.
he also does those
So
applications.
he removes them. Does he install them? Does he put them
Yes,
up?
he
Oh,
removes and
okay.
installs. Yeah.
Okay.
So Kim says, Sarat, you should get him a little wooden birdhouse for Zion to paint. He might as well get started now. So he has the
Right.
canvases to paint, but definitely the wooden structures, the birdhouses, and all that stuff. Yeah, we can work on that one. I think that's a good idea. That's a good idea for him to
I
start.
think so too.
hmm Yep,
I
yep,
think
yep.
so too. Okay.
Okay.
So let me see. So now Northern Virginia area, but
Mhm.
he's willing to travel with
He
assistance.
is willing to travel, yes. So this Zion Bus LLC now is his second job. So he does have a full-time job as well with the government, but he is able to get you on a schedule. The schedule can be tight sometimes now because of the limited time and the people that are contacting him to do the jobs, but he'll get you on his calendar.
Okay, yeah, because the holidays are coming around and people, are planning to have family over and,
Ah,
there's a
yeah,
lot of
you might
things.
need to
Yeah.
freshen it up in your house, fresh paint work. And that can definitely change your house,
Oh
just
yeah.
getting a fresh coat of paint. You'll come in and you're like, "Ooh, this looks so good." Like it just
Mhm.
helps out a lot. It brightens up your wall. You get an accent wall. That'll definitely, set the tone for you. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, because the way I'm feeling right now, but then, I try to put some bright colors on. Did you see my upper eye?
your eye
You see my
makeup.
different colors? Yeah.
Hello. What did you put?
Yep.
Let me see. Close it for a little. Oh yes, I see the pink.
Yes, the pink,
Is that
blue, and then
green?
there's like a little bronze on top of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, paint work with the eyes. You know,
Exactly.
I
Yep.
I also yeah, we didn't even talk about it, and I went with some color too. So with my
Mhm.
lips, I don't know if it came off while I was talking.
We can't really see it. It just looks
No,
shiny.
I had some what is it, metallic type of purplish color. And then I put on
Okay.
this colorful little dressy and yeah.
Okay. No, I
Yeah.
mean, definitely. I love color and stuff. Yes, there are places, some areas in your
Yeah.
home that needs to be neutral and stuff. So he does any type of color, right? He does
Yeah.
crazy G colors and neutral,
Whatever
different.
you request, crazy G, he will give it to you.
Okay.
He'll
Okay.
definitely ask you. He'll say, "Yeah, you want that purple there all over? You sure that's what you want? This is what it may look like. You know, what kind of furniture will you have?" So definitely, he has those consultations with you, but he's
Ah,
never going
okay,
to tell
good,
you
good,
don't
good.
ever use purple. You know, he'll tell you what looks good and what doesn't. But of course, if you know what you want and that's what you want and you sure about it, he's going to get it done.
Okay, okay,
Thank you for the
okay,
stars, Kai Kai. 99
okay.
stars. Thank you.
Thank you for the stars.
Yes. If anyone have any questions about Zion Bless, definitely you can ask, put the comments down, or go ahead and take a look at the page. You can see all the different
Yeah,
works
yeah.
he's done.
I did put up a video, a
Mhm.
reel and stuff, and some of the pictures and stuff, and I kind of put a little twist to it and stuff because I was researching like people who try to do things on their own and stuff, and then do all types of craziness, hurting themselves. So instead of you going out there trying to hurt yourself, definitely hire, someone
A
who is
professional
licensed, bonded, and,
who is
trained in what
experienced.
they're doing.
Yes, who has the experience, the training, the certificates, who's done the job many hours, who loves doing the job and understands
Mhm.
the job. The different paints that you have to use, the different materials that you have to get for the specific type. We get brushes every day coming to the door, different types of brushes or different types
Oh,
of paint,
wow.
so Amazon is our friend as well.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
So have you ever got your hands dirty?
I think I did a little work in this room here with the edges, but that didn't last long because he kicked me out. But so no, I haven't gone out and painted with him. I think I can do it if he lets me a little bit. But no, I'll leave it to the professionals. I'll stay in the
Yeah,
back
see?
and write the contracts up, and and the
Mhm.
letters and all that stuff.
You're gonna stay in your lane. You know what you can do, and you know what you can't
Exactly.
do.
Right.
Yes.
I will stay in my
Yes.
lane.
Yes,
And he
because
will
he
remind
definitely
me.
does a good job. You know what? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say he does definitely reminds me to.
Oh yeah, no, I think you need several reminders, so
Uh-huh.
it's
Okay.
required. It's required.
Thanks.
It's required. So now when you mention the when y'all go to doctor's offices and stuff, and then he would look at walls and be like, yo, he can do that. Now when y'all came over and then the boys and we did the garage and stuff,
Mhm.
I was like, man, I don't want Marcus coming in here. We gonna make sure Marcus don't come through the garage. Cause now if he's looking straight, it's good. But when he start looking up there and stuff, because the ceiling's
Yes.
a little bit higher, so it's like we don't know what we were doing, but we just wanted to put some color. And so now when we open the garage door, we open it, high enough
At a certain
where,
level, so they don't see the
yes,
top. Oh
no,
my
because the
goodness.
top we
Trust
can't get
me,
it
he's
done.
mentioned that.
Yes, and we did get one of those long rods and stuff. I call it a broom, and we try to, reach as high as possible. Even got a ladder, but it just wasn't working and stuff. I think maybe next summer and stuff, try to see if we can get on Marcus's schedule so we can, perfect
Get
it and
it
then
done.
probably do the ceiling. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I want to kind of, renovate the garage a little bit more and stuff because that's an extension to the home and
Yeah,
stuff.
definitely. I
And
mean,
most
it looks
people,
good
yeah,
now.
try to put
Well, what you guys have, the work areas and stuff like that. So yeah, with the
Mhm.
paint work and stuff like that, the
Yeah.
boys will definitely have a good hangout spot.
Yes. Yes.
Hmm.
Yes. Yes. Although, we start, throwing stuff out there, especially when you trying to, declutter and stuff. But yeah, we need to kind of change some stuff around. But yeah, I'll definitely be reaching out to Marcus and stuff to get him to do the ceiling.
Thanks for the stars, Kim. Thank you.
Thank
We appreciate the love,
you.
guys.
Yes, definitely. So we want to kind of wrap up because I think I'm getting a coughing spell. Um
Okay.
for us to for you guys to check out, Zion Bless LLC. Check him out on Angie's List. What is it? What's the other one? Home
Home
Advisor.
advisor.
Is he on Yelp?
Instagram. I don't think he's on Yelp, but you
Okay.
can leave
Okay.
a review on Yelp. I'll double check.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, check out his the business. I don't think you guys necessarily need a website because, it may be a landing page just for people to kind of see all the paint work and stuff that he does, because a lot of people before they find out that he's licensed and bonded and stuff, just to kind of see the work that he does, if they don't have a social media account and stuff, maybe a landing page
Right.
that you guys can have. But yeah, but I find that a lot of people, probably go off of word of mouth. So, which is why we're on here and stuff, trying to feature the business to get more people
Mm-hmm.
and stuff to check it out. He said he's on Facebook and he
Yes.
tries to post, videos and pictures of his work. You know, but the best thing, I think, because even in HR, because like how you tell him, okay, take off the hat a little bit and stuff when he's judging the people's work and stuff at the
Right.
doctor's office. It's like when you're hiring someone, you want to make sure that the person knows what they're doing, that they're trained, that they have years of experience and stuff, and that
Mm-hmm.
they're licensed. Because if something goes wrong, you want to, be able to get the person to correct their mistakes. And a lot of people,
Right.
they'll, shut you down and stuff, run with your money, and then they don't care and stuff. So,
Yeah.
and he's been in business. I saw on the not the website, but on Home Advisor, that he's been in business for 2 years, right?
Yep.
With Zion Bless LLC.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Awesome. You have
Yep.
anything
So pretty
else?
new business for us, but we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna take it as high as it can go. Because it's something that we love to do. He has a passion in it, and he does it right. So. And everybody needs
Okay.
their home buildings painted and power washed. This is a service that everyone needs, and everybody's going to be looking for someone to do it. So,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
mhm.
Yep. Definitely. Kim said blessings to your business. Yes. Lots of
Thank you
blessings
so much.
and
Thank you
stuff.
so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Well, tell Marcus, thank you for sharing, the info about his business. And we hope that he stays busy for the whole year and stuff, but not too busy for him to not be able to bring Zion so we can visit with him.
All right, I'll let them know.
Okay.
He'll
All
probably
right.
catch the replay.
Right, exactly. Yes, yes. Please catch a replay. Check out Zion Bless LLC. Um like, share this live, this replay,
Mhm.
and we'll talk to you guys later. Thursday we got some good info for y'all. We got some good stuff. Saret was trying to sneak it in today, but I was like, nah, we need to stay focused and stuff. So Thursday is gonna be on and popping. So see you guys on Thursday.
Yeah, if
Talk
you
to you
missed the
later.
last live about relationships, definitely catch it before Thursday so you can know what we're talking about so we can continue the drama. It was a lot going on in that last live, okay? So make sure you watch it. And if you
Yeah.
want us to feature your business on our page here, reach out to us. We would love to do that. Okay? We would
Yes.
love to
Definitely.
support. All right.
Awesome. Bye.
All right. Bye. Thank you guys for coming.
Okay.